Latest Chelsea injury report, update on Edouard Mendy and Christian Pulisic. Chelsea head coach Thomas Tuchel has confirmed that Edouard Mendy missed the 3-0 win over Tottenham yesterday due to a hip problem. The Senegalese international picked up the issue in the closing stages of the 1-0 victory against Zenit St. Petersburg last week when kicking a ball. Mendy was still not comfortable with the injury prior to the match against Spurs, and the decision was made to replace him with Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. The Spaniard is also expected to start against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday night. The Blues' only other fitness concern is Christian Pulisic. The American sustained an ankle injury whilst playing for his national team in the 4-1 win versus Honduras earlier this month. He hasn't been able to train since then, and Tuchel has revealed that the winger remains a major doubt for the Villa game. Whether he'll be ready to face Manchester City on Saturday, we shall have to wait and see. Marcos Alonso has decided he will no longer take a knee before games alongside his Chelsea teammates. Sky reports the Spain international, 30, whose team play Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup next, has chosen to point to the Premier League "No room for racism" on his shirt instead of taking a knee. Speaking after Chelsea's 3-0 defeat of Tottenham, Alonso said, "I prefer to do it this way and, of course, to say very clearly that I am against racism, and I respect everybody. I am fully against racism and I'm against every type of discrimination, and I just prefer to put my finger to the badge where it says no to racism, as they do in some other sports and football in other countries." When questioned as to whether his choice concerned political reasons, the Spain fullback added, "I don't know, I just prefer to do it this way. It's my way to do it, I think it's another way. And maybe I think it's losing a bit of strength the other way, so I just prefer to do it this way and to show I am fully supportive of fighting against racism." Earlier this year, Crystal Palace striker Wilfried Zaha became the first Premier League player to stop taking the knee after stating he believed it was degrading. And in August, Brentford confirmed Ivan Toney's decision to make his own personal gesture before games as opposed to kneeling with other Bees players. Andreas Christensen closing in on new Chelsea contract after club offered him pay cut in initial talks. Christensen has finalized talks with the European champions, with the finer points over a new deal thought to be worth £120,000 a week now being rubber-stamped before an official announcement. It was a fitting reward for the way the 25-year-old has responded the rumor that he could be Sale 18 months ago to now being a first-team regular at Stamford Bridge. But Sun Sport understands the Danish defender had initially been so undervalued by the club they tabled an initial contract offer which was lower than the current £78,000 a week he earns. That deal runs out at the end of this season, and though the Blues were happy to keep him as a squad player at the time, they felt his role was not worthy of a top salary. Since then, Christensen has made such dramatic development, particularly under Thomas Tuchel. He is now seen as an important player to the defence. Christensen has started 4 out of Chelsea's 5 Premier League games this season as the club sit top of the table. He has also featured in the UEFA Super Cup victory against Villarreal as well as the Champions League group stage win over Zenit St. Petersburg. Danny Drinkwater admitted his last few years at Chelsea have been a shambles, but he is determined to kick-start his career. The midfielder, 31, has played just 23 times for the Blues since his 2017 move, with his last league appearance coming in 2018. Now on his 4th loan spell, having joined Reading towards the end of the summer transfer window, Drinkwater is hoping to rediscover his love for the game. He played a key part in the Royals' surprise win over Fulham on Saturday in his debut and is eager to get more game time. After the match he told TalkSport, "Can I paint a picture? No, it's been a shambles. I need to kick-start my career. I'm more excited about this than I have been for a few years now, especially how my career's panned out. Games, getting the enjoyment of football back, then going from there. A few have slid away, I've made mistakes, I've not played. I'm in the last year of my contract, so there's more than just football riding on it. I've got other things. I've just got to keep in contact with the manager, trust each other and trust the team. Hopefully they trust me and we can build on that. Drinkwater looks destined to leave Chelsea on a free next summer and needs to impress on his loan spell in order to win a contract. Chelsea midfielder Saul Niguez has revealed that manager Thomas Tuchel gave him words of encouragement after a tough debut. Saul was below par against Aston Villa around a week ago in the Premier League at home, coming off after 45 minutes in the clash. He has not played for the Blues since that game, but Saul revealed a positive chat with Tuchel after the contest. Tuchel's English is easy to understand. I don't speak England very well but I understand a bit, Saul told transfer specialist Fabrizio Romano in a lengthy interview on his YouTube channel. But he speaks good English. I had a meeting with him and we understood each other very well. I also thank him because in the first game with 1 day of training the fact that I started is a sign of his courage and confidence in me. He had a chat with me after the game to tell me to be calm and that I have to adapt, this is new. He told me that he put me in the starting 11 because I had trained very well. But of course I only had one workout so it was difficult for me. The language, the stadium, everything new to me. A lot of information and it was what everyone saw in the game. I was lost and not knowing where I was. It was difficult, but the way Tuchel approached me after the game, it made me feel better and it was really appreciated. Also, Pulisic told me to be calm, that I have to adapt to the Premier League. Thiago Silva also told me that he had a bad experience in his debut. These things happen when you are not used to this league and even if you are a very good player it is difficult. Getting to know your teammates, the stadium, the fans. And I think in a couple of months I will be able to be at a very high level.